So now let's get into Superman, which they dropped the trailer. Well, not the trailer. They dropped a teaser, but something else. A lot of people thought that it was going to be the trailer, but it was like, first of all, shout out to DC because they really put their back into this, um, the promotion. When I'm gonna show you in a second, I love the way that they created like this moving poster with David Cornsweet as Superman. It looked really cool. And then they also revealed this motion poster, which gave some people, well, not only the motion poster, but they gave like this little teaser, which shows off the Fortress of Solitude. And I believe that he did like a little twist on the Richard Donner, I mean, what was it? The Richard Donner Superman score? Because he directed the original movie. So like the score in the original movie, I think they put like a little modern twist or something else on it. I don't know if I will play that here because I don't want to get demonetized, but I will show y'all the poster. Well, actually, instead of showing y'all the poster first, if you haven't seen it, I feel like let's go to the little teaser. Okay, so hold on. So what it said, teaser trailer this Thursday, and it says look up. So it's showing like the Fortress of Solitude, which looks really cool or whatever. And then here we have the moving poster, which I was like, this is awesome. I love something like this. And James Gunn posted it. Wait, hold on. I should be following him, by the way. Well, I don't know. There's been issues with my Instagram, like letting me follow people. So I always have to do it on the other page. So yeah, so the people were in the comments and they were like, look, my dear brother James Gunn, this poster makes me feel like I'm flying with Superman. What a great job. I'm very happy and incredibly proud of you. You've been working so hard and you did it. Beautiful music behind it gave me goosebumps when I saw it. Let's see. Okay, let's repeat that. It's a Richard Donner score. I'm goosebumps. I think you meant you have goosebumps. So yeah, they was like, James, if this is the movie vibe, count me in. Well, look, this is why I said I knew y'all was gonna run around. Everybody's up in the comments being all positive, and I feel like some of y'all was out here hating. And I was like, you know what? Y'all going, I just can't wait to sit back and say, I told you so, because I believe from the beginning. I was like, as someone who has followed James Gunn's career for as long as I follow it, from Slither to his screenwriting and all the other stuff and all the other off kilter movies that he's done. And here's the thing, all directors have had hits and misses, even Christopher Nolan, because I did not like Tenet. And the movie did what it did, but I don't think a lot of people particularly like that movie either. But you like it, or you appreciate it, or you kind of just don't go too hard on it because it's Christopher Nolan. But yeah, everybody's had a stinker or two in their career. And yes, James Gunn has had hits and misses. Everything is not always, you're not always going to hit the ball out of the park. But you have to realize that he is someone who understands superheroes, comics. He is an artist. So he's going to put the art before what these other people over there like Sony, all they worrying about is, okay, so we'll work for this thing, let's put that in our thing. And it's all about the money grab or crunching the books and doing all this stuff rather than creating the art so that when you get the butts in the seats, so that when you make the money should be the last thing you worry about, not the first thing, because we got to like it to come see it and then want to see it repeatedly, which is usually what I do if I like a movie. If I like a film, I'm definitely going to go see it. And I've seen some people, I went with Henry Cavill. I want Henry Cavill, man. Okay, first of all, can y'all get off Henry Cavill's nuts? The man is busy. He's currently shooting Voltron. So he's busy dealing with that. And then after that, I believe he's going to go start filming Highlander, which was supposed to, I believe, start at the beginning of January. So, but I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how long. I mean, how many scenes he has in the movie, or how heavy his part is, or who he's playing. But yeah, Henry Cavill, y'all need to give up that man's job. He is not gonna be Superman. I did like him as Superman for what he was at the time. However, the Snyderverse did not work, because if y'all cared enough about the Snyderverse, if the Snyderverse was this amazing thing, then a lot of people would have came out and supported all the movies that were coming on that roster. Black Adam didn't do well. The Flash did not do well. You didn't come out and support Wonder Woman 1984, but just supported the other Wonder Woman. I don't think Justice League did as big as it did, but they was nice enough to give us a 4 hour extended version versus the long 2.5 hour one that we got in the theater, and even that one was a mess. Although I will say that I prefer the 4 hour version of Justice League over the 2.5 hour Josh Whedon one. That when he came in and put all them damn bright ass colors up in there, and then, I love Man of Steel, but Man of Steel didn't do gangbusters financially, and neither did Batman versus Superman. So while the movies they did okay, I don't think they did the numbers that Warner Brothers wanted it to do versus what the MCU was bringing in. And we can sit up here and have our conversations about MCU and how, they kind of on this thing where it's like I'm side-eyeing the crap they putting out and how it's like 110% not believing into what they're doing. And they try to do different things, but now it seems like now we got to go and bring Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans back because y'all don't like change. Y'all don't want something different to be on our screens and to come in and support. So now we have to get into a situation where it's like, well, now we have to look back on the past and people that brought in the billions of dollars because y'all can keep complaining about stuff that's different. And it's annoying. I'm all for a new idea or a new story or whatever if you have the creative wherewithal to put it in. So I believe in what James Gunn is got cooking for the upcoming DCU, and I feel like people should give it a chance before y'all come in and critique. Now I did hear like the teaser that we're supposed to be getting, they're going to be heavily focused on the on Superman's dog, the super dog and stuff that he has, which I'm hoping that's not true because that was like a comic book movie, I think, posted that, spilled that tea a couple of days ago. So I'm definitely curious to see what they're going to bring with this, what David Corn Sweat is going to bring as Superman. I definitely get the vibe of um, Christopher Reeve from him, which I've already heard that the Christopher Reeve documentary is currently airing on HBO Max. So I definitely want to get around and watching that. And if you're gonna take us back to what we loved about the original Superman back in the day, like what Richard Donner brought to that character, to the Superman franchise or the original Superman, and even giving a nod to the music and what we love about Superman, True Justice and the American Way, and all other stuff, and how you evolve Superman, especially into today's climate, because news and media and stuff that ain't working like how it used to. We see how news and media is acting now, especially when we get about to get this damn fascist in the White House for a second damn term. So, um, when it comes down to it, it's like I'm just definitely curious to see what he's going to bring with this, and not only that, but all the other things that he has coming down the pipe. Now, I did see this post where from DC where they said Superman, DC Studios' first feature film to hit the big screen, is set to soar into theaters worldwide this summer from Warner Brothers Pictures. In its signature style, James Gunn takes on the original superhero in the newly imagined DC universe with a singular blend of epic action, humor, and heart, delivering a Superman who's driven by compassion and an inherent belief in the goodness of humankind. And I think that's what we need to get back to, not being out here having Superman kill Zod and all that buffoonery that they put up in that damn movie. And I like that. I mean, I like David Corn Sweat. He was in Twisters. He was also in, oh my God, what's the name of that movie? Pearl. Yeah, he was in Pearl. Maxine ended up, yeah, Maxine, Miss Mamas ended up killing him. Or Pearl ended up killing him. Mia Goth. Um, And so, yeah, and he definitely looks like he would be the perfect resemblance of Superman. I know we want Henry Cavill. We love Henry Cavill, but Henry Cavill apparently is not enough to get people's butts in the seats to see this franchise. Because if y'all love Henry Cavill so much, he would be, $1 billion movie grossing thing. Cults are not enough to get the people all excited. No shade. I'm just saying. And I like Henry Cavill, but it is what it is. So now, in regards of who's in the film, that we can wrap this up, it stars Eddie Gathegi from All Mankind, Anthony Carrigan from Barry and Gotham, Nathan Fillion, who I've been following him since he was Joey Buchanan. So I'm not look at me going back to the stories. Joey Buchanan on One Life to Live, because we talked about Michael B. Jordan when he was on All My Children. Now we got Nathan Fillion, who was on One Life to Live. And so, so Nathan Fillion, who was in Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad, Isabella Merced from Alien Romulus, Skylar Gizondo from Licorice Pizza and Booksmart, Sarah Sampaio from At Midnight, Maria Gabriela de Faria, Wendell Pierce, who I believe is playing, oh my God, I totally forgot the damn man name, the one that run the Daily Planet. I wonder who they have playing, who they have playing Jimmy Olsen. So it's like, yeah, Wendell, but look, I know people was complaining about a black man running. I was like, but wait a minute, there was a black man that ran the Daily Planet in Batman versus Superman. Y'all forgot about Lawrence Fishburne? So, and then Alan Tudyk, he does a lot of voiceover work, but he's in it as well. Pruitt Taylor Vince, who's in a lot of stuff, but y'all know him when you see his face. A lot of people don't know his name. And then Never Howell. Now, there is no mention of Frank Grillo, but he is in the movie because we've seen pictures of him on set where he's also in Peacemaker as Peacemaker's father, but he's and he's in Creature Commandos. I should say that too. Now, Superman is EP'd by James Gunn, Peter Safran, Nicholas Corda, Chantel Nongvo, and Lars Winther. So here's the thing. I'm excited for this thing. As I've said it before, Peter Safran handles the business side, James Gunn handles the artistic side, and I really think that this is a perfect match. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to bring with the Superman franchise. So the haters, they're going to hate. You can continue to be on the sidelines with your arms folded and having an attitude and being all upset about it. And I'll be there opening night when it comes out in July, seeing this movie. And I'm definitely going to be putting all of my energy into the upcoming DCU product because I like the fact that it's darker, it's twisted, or depending on the thing. And it's not like trying to follow the Disney-fied formula of the MCU, that the DCU can take these different twists and turns and they're not being held by certain limitations because of who runs the company, like Disney does with the MCU. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story in regards to the Superman poster and the news that we're getting a trailer on Thursday? Which, and no, to be honest, I really kind of wish that they would have given us a little something around. I think it's a little too early because it's like what 7 months away. But I really wish they would have given us the trailer around the Super Bowl. That would have been a perfect time. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.